to approve the agenda as amended.
So moved.
Thank you, Treasurer Anderson.
I'll support.
Support Trustee Hoppy. Any further discussion, board? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Also have the approval of the consent agenda next up. You all see what's on it. You all got it. Is anybody willing to make that motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
So moved.
So moved by Clerk Squires. Support Trustee Osling. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Thank you. We have the elected officials reports. They're out on the back desk over there as well as they're online. A motion that we accept the elected officials reports and place them on file.
So moved.
Clerk Squires.
Second.
Support Treasurer Ant. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. 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 Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Thank you. We're now on to a public comment section. It is the, but this is limited to the items on the agenda. As we have action motions here this evening for, I believe, all six. So-
Supervisor Hill, could I ask a favor as part of that we make an exception for one of the parties out here?
Exception? Oh, sure. You bet.
Please.
You can?
We have public comment not on the agenda.
Oh, okay. Well, come on up. Punch that button right in the center.
It's on.
It's on.
Is it on?
So Becky Yunker representing the Northern Michigan Children's Assessment Center, along with Jenny Boggs and Mark Ferguson, board members. So we are here tonight and want to acknowledge your supervisor, Brian Hill, as being a servant leadership and receiving an award. In recognition of 6 years of faithful service as a board president of the Northern Michigan Children's Assessment Center, a champion of hope, healing, and justice for vulnerable children. So we want to thank Chief Hill and now Supervisor Hill for his commitment to this community, commitment to the Children's Assessment Center, all the work that you did in order to get us to where we are here today. My mentor, my supervisor, I appreciate that support and we want to honor you tonight.
Ah.
Good job.
Thank you. Sure, we'll get a picture with you. Thank you. I do have to say, just called my labor of love. It'll always continue to be my labor of love. I'll put in daily and now you're picking up. Mark, picking up right where I left off and I know you're going to carry it forward. And Jen, of course, you're steady as always. And Becky, I just wonder when the spark plug's going to go dry there for you. You're just, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Was a surprise for sure.
Eric, I'm impressed. He kept it.
Let's move.
Very cool. Yeah. Very cool.
Julie did. Oh. Yeah, yeah. We depend on you.
No, I'm salad.
You
Might be a dog trying to jump out of it.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew he stepped down from chair.
Right. I know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So nice. Thank you, guys.
Well deserved.
We have to take them off our citizens thing here. It was looking good. That's
Well,
nice.
thanks, Jim. At least one of us knew, right?
They only knew a few minutes before you. I just didn't want to make them wait.
Yeah, well, thank
Yeah.
you. No, I appreciate it. I didn't know why you were here. I hadn't heard anything. So yeah.
Awesome.
We weren't supposed to. I thought we were getting a presentation for something else. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. No, we're
Yeah.
all right. We're public comments on the agenda there, on the agenda itself. It's here. Anything? Not hearing, not seeing, nothing on Zoom. So the first order of business is Gerrish Township Police Department hiring a Jeremy Meyer. Jeremy, by hiring of Jeremy, they'll be back up to full speed. I believe that. And so I would entertain a motion that the board approve the hiring of Jeremy Meyer at the Gerrish Township Police Department, pending his MCO's licensure check and paperwork, physical drug test with a start date of March 16th, 2026.
So moved.
Moved by Treasurer Anderson. Do we have support? Support, Clerk Squires. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you. Number two, the GFL 5-year contract. Jim Ossing and I met back late in the fall. I guess we were reviewing contracts with the operations manager there, Rick Fancone, anticipating our need to get back into a contract because the previous contract will expire. And they have offered a 5-year contract of renewal. It's a 3% each year, which seemed to be well within the ordinary. Nothing changes for our residents whatsoever. The only significant change might be, and it's really not significant, it's just an adjustment after several years of their first contract, that if in the event diesel prices were to go over $5 a gallon, there would be a surcharge on the gallonage. And so with that being said, you also, no, it's not going to happen. Just
Not.
cross your fingers. All right. I would entertain a motion that the board authorize Supervisor Hill to sign a 5-year GFL renewal contract for sanitation services for Gerrish Township for the term of April 1, 2026 through March 31st, 2031. Contract will include a 3% increase each year of the contract term.
Make that motion.
Clerk Squires for the motion,
I'll support.
supported by Trustee Appy. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those.
Nope.
Oh, we got to do roll call.
Roll call. Lots of money.
I'm just not there yet.
It's, you grab your motion one.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Any further, any further discussion by the board? There is none. Have a roll call vote, please.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Supervisor Hill?
Yes.
Clerk Squires? Yes. Trustee Appy?
Yeah, yes, excuse me.
Okay, thank you very much. I will sign that and get that executed on the other end. Number 3, authorize bids for the supervisor to start letting a bid for the cemetery well. So this motion would be to authorize Supervisor Hill to prepare bid language announcement for the installation of a new well at the Gerrish Township Cemetery. The sealed bid announcement solicitations will be advertised as being accepted until 4 p.m. on April 1st, 2026.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Clerk Squires, for the motion. Support Trustee Osling. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Motion carries. Thank you. On to number 4. Number 4 is a boilerplate that comes up each year for the most part. This is for the Roscommon County Equalization Costs of Services that we partake in every year, actually. There's 3 different options, and I would entertain a motion that the board authorize Supervisor Hill to sign the Roscommon County Equalization Cost of Services Options 2026-27 document, selecting option A for full service as presented.
So moved.
Moved by Treasurer Anderson,
I'll support.
support Clerk Squires. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion carried. Thank you. we are into another unfortunate read.
No,
Yeah, we are.
is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. So I'm going to read a resolution here and for the General Appropriations Act, 2026-27 fiscal year. And a resolution to establish a General Appropriations Act for Gerrish Township to define the powers and duties of Gerrish Township officers in relation to the administration of the budget and to provide remedies for refusal or neglect to comply with requirements of the resolution. Board of Trustee of Gerrish Township resolves. Section 1, the resolution shall be known as Gerrish Township 2026-27 Fiscal Year General Appropriations Act. Section 2, the Chief Administrative Officer, the supervisor shall be the Chief Administrative Officer and shall perform the duties of the Chief Administrative Officers enumerated, in this act. Section 3, Fiscal Officer. The clerk shall be the fiscal officer and shall perform the duties of the fiscal officer enumerated in this act. Section 4, public hearings on budgets pursuant to MCL 141-412. Notice of a public hearing on the proposed budget was published in a newspaper of general circulation on March 5th, posted on the gerrishtownship.org, and a public hearing on the proposed budget was held on March 10th. The estimated revenue, Section 5, estimated general fund revenues for the fiscal year 26-27 included an allocated millage of 0.9548 mills, General Township, 3.03 special assessment mills to support fire EMS, and 2.39 special assessment mills to support the police fund, and various miscellaneous revenues shall be. Revenue equity accounts, 101-000, otherwise known as the general fund, $1,022,736. Number 206-000, known as the Fire and EMS Fund, $1,366,183. Number 207-000, Police Fund, $1,063,618. $618.00. 208-00 Parks and Recreation Fund, $8,700. 209-000 Cemetery Funds, $13,000. 408-000 Bond Payments, $104,000. Community Park, $627,250. And that's on the bond payments. And 871-000 sanitation is $828,975. Section 6, millage levy. The Gerrish Township Board shall cause to be levied and collected the general property tax on all real and personal property within the township upon the current tax roll and an amount equal to 0.9548 as set forth in the state of Michigan. Estimated expenditures, estimated township general fund expenditures for fiscal 26-27 for various township activities are as follows. General fund expenditures, accounts and cost centers, 101-101 township, $306,060. 101-171, $45,448. 101-191 elections, $29,300. 101-209 assessing, $80,085. 101-215 clerk, $119,731. 101-247 board of review, $1,450. 101-253 treasurer, $89,086. 101-265 township hall, $111,030. Zoning, 101.805, $26,000. 101-371 building administration, $131,210. $131,210. 101-891 contingency, $63,336. Other or total general fund is $1,002,736. $1,002,736. Other expenditures, accounts, and cost centers. 206-336 Fire EMS Fund, $1,389,456. 207-301 Police Fund, $1,308,152. 208-751 Parks and Recreation Fund, 31,500. 209-262 Cemetery Fund, 30,590. 408-408 bond payments, $100,683. 871-528 sanitation, $828,975. Section 8, adoption of budget by reference. The 2026-27 general fund budget of Gerrish Township is hereby adopted by reference with revenues and activity expenditures as indicated in sections 5 and 7 of this act. Section 9, adoption of the budget by line item. The Board of Trustees adopts 2026-2027 fiscal year budget by line item. Township officials responsible for the expenditures authorized in the budget and may expend township funds up to but not to exceed the total appropriation authorized for each cost center and may make transfers among various lines contained in the cost center appropriation. However, no transfers of appropriation for line items related to personnel or capital outlays may be made without prior board approval by budget amendment. Section 10, appropriation not a mandate to spend. Appropriations will be deemed maximum authorizations to incur expenditures. The fiscal officer shall exercise supervision and control to ensure that expenditures are within appropriation and shall not issue any township order for expenditures that exceed appropriations. An order for expenditures that exceeds appropriation and or do not follow board policies and procedures will be brought to the attention of the whole township board. Section 11, transfer authority. The fiscal officer shall have the authority to make transfers among the various cost line items without prior board approval if the amount to be transferred does not exceed $500. The board shall be notified at its next meeting of any such transfers made and reserves the right to modify, amend, or nullify any such transfers made. Under no circumstances may the total general fund budget be changed without prior board approval. Section 12, pre-authorization to pay claims. All claims shall be approved by the Gerrish Township Board prior to payment except for the following. Number 1, bi-weekly payroll, payroll related to taxes, employee benefits, and transfers of payroll to checking. Number 2, utility bills. And then section 30, board, you've been listening, we would entertain a motion to adopt the foregoing resolution. Moved by Clerk Squires. Do I have a support? Support by Trustee Osling. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Supervisor Hill,
Yes.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Trustee Appy,
Yes.
Trustee Osling,
Yes.
Squires.
Yes.
We have 5 ayes or yes and 0 nays. I declare the motion carried and the resolution duly adopted on the 10th day of March, 2026. Thank you for that motion for the adoption. And then now on number 6, we have the board authorizing the compensation schedule. That's a companion document that you all got, which shows the actions from today, which are the 3% pieces that were passed within the budget that we just did in the general appropriation. So I would entertain a motion that the board authorize the compensation schedule that accordingly goes with the 2026-2027 general fund budget.
So moved.
Moved by Clerk Squires. We have support. Support Trustee Osling. Any further discussion? And that, because it's affirms the money, needs a roll call vote, please. Yes.
Trustee Appy,
Yes.
Treasurer Anderson,
Yes.
Trustee Osling,
Yes.
Squires.
Yes.
I hear 5 yeas and no nays. That motion is also adopted. So we're on to the comments now. That can be about anything, the incoming weather, anything you'd like to talk about this evening at all.
That's what we just did.
You have to come up here, please, to the podium there. Make sure the green ring is on. We do have 1 or 2 people out on Zoom, so step up.
It's on.
Your name?
Julie Hill. Just a quick question on this. The copies out there went from section 12 to section 20.
Yeah.
Is there a page missing? Because usually this is the document that shows that the township approves the state schedules for records retention. And it's not in this document.
I noticed there was a.
There's a
Yeah.
page missing. I think, maybe.
I didn't read record retention for sure.
Okay, I just wanted to bring it to your attention.
Okay.
So,
I'll look into.
and I
it.
hope that that other page might have what we're looking for
Okay.
records retention.
Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely. Michelle, perhaps you can find that and we can do that in our April meeting.
Yes, yes.
Okay. That was a boring comment.
Thank you, Julie.
Okay, very good. Do we have any other comments from the public? Come on up. Speak into the green ring up here. And your name for the record.
Kim Worley, County Commissioner, District 2 for you guys. Thank you for your time tonight. In my travels over the last month or so, I did send an update to Supervisor Hill, just with some updates of what's going on in the county. So I won't belabor those for you guys, but especially for the public, I wanted people to know that there is a change in our board rules, that our regular meetings now start at 9 and the work sessions at 10. The purpose for that was we started work sessions first and we were either cutting them too short or running late and people got confused at what meeting they were coming to. So through our debate and our conversation, we decided to do the regular meeting, which normally is quicker, and keep our work sessions second so that we can have more time for healthy debate, discussion, and not rush things. So just for the public to know. The Higgins Lake Advisory Group did start their first meeting. So there is some misinformation on what happened during that meeting. So I thought I'd be very clear, especially in this township, which it's so predominant of those conversations. So the group did meet, and the primary purpose of that meeting was to look at the water table study. It was told to this group, do not share this until our meeting, which was the next day, so that the person who did the survey can answer questions and you can understand it before it goes to the public. So people thought that it wasn't going to the public, so that is not true. It could go out after that meeting when they got their questions. The other piece to that is it was not supposed to be shared, and it did get shared that day with Mr. Ostrigan. We're not sure what that is going to do from a trust factor of this group that is already starting with groups that don't like each other. I can't say what's going to happen because the very first meeting, that's trust was broken. So I'm not a part of that group, but if I do know information and I hear what's going to happen from that, I will share. So that water study group is out, and so it can be shared with anybody now. We do have a new prosecuting attorney. Susan Dillon got sworn in about a week ago. The two committees that I serve on, which I think are helpful for our whole entire county, is Central Michigan District Health Department. So the Health Department of Northwest Michigan contracts with them to do a program called Healthy Families America. The state has decided they want to shuffle money somewhere else, and so that program in Roscommon is being terminated. So if anybody is in that program or knows of people in that program, that's going away due to state funds that have been changed. Northern Lakes Community Mental Health, as we've heard before, has had a lot of financial issues over the past few years. They have a brand new CEO, Linda Zeller, who has just done a phenomenal job. Those financials are turning around, looking much better. But there's also things that come through the state that say, you know, you can only serve Medicaid patients for this program. In the past, others got added to those programs, and the state's like, you can't use them. So now the plate is full, and they're trying to work on different ways to allow people who really need it but don't have Medicaid to have those services. So it's just some more, I'll say, financial juggles of things that have gone on in the past. They're trying to fix but not harm the people who need services. So that's a good one. Last but not least, we were trying to work on the action items for our 2026 that we want to work on based on those 4 goals that we started with last year. Budget, so that we're strong going forward. 2 is the trust amongst our employees and the community. Like, do they even trust commissioners? You know, are we making good decisions? Are we being transparent? Are we sharing things with our townships that are going on? So that's the second goal. 3rd was lake level. I do believe you have a board that is 100% committed by the end of this term that there will be decisions made, good, bad, or indifferent. We're not going to kick these decisions down the road anymore. What that is, can't tell you, but that is in our rules or what we want to do in the next 3 years left of our term. Social issues really around mental health and the use of our opioid money. We're still trying to figure out how to use that wraparound and not just throw money out here and there for different agencies when they ask, but how do we create something right here just for Roscommon and not duplicate money and effort? And other than that, I just wanted to say we're down a commissioner, as you know, so we're all taking on more committees. We're also trying to attend that person's township meetings as well to show that we're here, we still care, give us information. So I have to tell you, I go to a lot of meetings, and this township runs their meetings the most structured, professional. I can't tell you, and as a Gerrish resident, I'm just saying, not just as a commissioner, very proud of the rigor, the discipline of how you work and how you put things out in front of people, because that does not happen in a lot of our townships if you've attended some of those other meetings. So
Thank you.
kudos to you guys. Anything you can share with me, please feel free as we start to think about action items. Shoot those my way. We'll hopefully have those done in March, but so that we can move and not just sit.
Very good.
Any other questions?
I have 2. One is more of a probably commentary because I kind of know how you guys work, but
Mm-hmm.
when you move the work session after your regular meeting, I think the people need to understand that you have a rule that you don't act on anything.
Correct.
So whatever's discussed at the work session isn't something that you just voted on.
Correct. It has to go to that
Gotta
next
go.
month.
So that
Correct.
works for you as long as you adhere to that. The other thing is that, and I don't know if this is the part you're talking about that got leaked out, but I don't think it is, but there was a document or a study that was done, that I'm not sure how I got it. I don't know if it was here.
I forwarded it to you.
But it was a study done that was given to, well, it's dated, the study is dated from last year, but it was just released. It has to do with the water level and whether it's even capable of maintaining a reasonable control of the water
Right.
level utilizing a dam.
Mhm.
And I'm just wondering how that's playing into all of your thoughts in that committee and or your board.
The board just got that report after that committee met. The whole board didn't even see that before that committee. It's not a committee, it's a group, because they have no authority making decision at all. It is just an advisory
Yeah,
group.
sure.
So I don't know. They just received that. They talked about it. It was leaked when it was supposed to be. It's fine that it's out now. The point is it wasn't supposed to go out ahead of the,
Is this the report?
I think it is, but I can't say that for
But it
sure.
does kind of lend to this idea that, a judge can set a legal level on the lake, but that's man trying to
Mhm.
supersede Mother Nature, and I don't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. So it does lend to the idea that the dam is not as effective, even if you had
Right.
somebody watching it every day and trying to.
Whether new, used, I
'Cause
think those will be the discussions that this group.
New used or Mother Nature?
Pardon?
New used or Mother Nature?
Yeah, no, yeah, new.
I mean,
used.
seriously,
Right.
because it led me to believe that it almost looked as though was a dam even necessary,
I haven't read the whole
one
study,
way or another.
but
And so,
and I wasn't in the group that got that survey and all the explanation to it. So it would be a good one to ask your representatives for, to sit on that. But that will be the discussion that has to come forward. Like, If this doesn't allow us to do that, what do we do? Do we go back and ask for a different court? What do we do from here? Or do we just say, we're done?
Yeah.
And maybe DNR would want it or Eagle would want it back. I don't know. But I think that study will be the one that group will give recommendations to Chase as, you know, their person. And then all that information then has to come before the board. Even though it's a group, not a committee, that is how we decide to function. All the feedback from everyone in that group has to be shared back to the board, not just
Right.
Chase's recommendation,
Mm.
because then you're hiding all that conversation. So that all has to come before us before we make a decision. And I don't know when that's going to happen.
How many are in that group?
Maybe 7 or 8. I don't know. There's a representative from HOPOA, the foundation, the Land Conservancy. There's a resident of Gerrish, you know, like a lake level person or lake person. So everybody, I think there's about 8, but I may be wrong.
Lion in it? Lion have a representative?
Lion did not have, at least nobody from their board. I can't say if they've got somebody
Yeah.
as a resident, but
Representative,
that list should be out on our website. If it's not on the lake level management site, if not, I can send it. I'll find it and get it to you. Yeah. Yeah, a lot on our plate with
Yep.
fewer people
Totally.
also serving to get that done. So
Is there anything you talk about the replacement or not, that's not the right word, but what the status is of your member that you're down?
So legally, as an elected official, that person is still there unless they resign. There are 2 other options that can be done legally. One is a recall. It has been informed by us that that recall has to be the opposite Republican or Democrat. So Commissioner Russo ran as a Republican. It would have to be a Democrat that would run as a recall because he is still the sitting person.
Meaning they could still select him.
They could, yes, they could
Yeah.
still select him. The wild card, I say wild card only because it's probably very rare that would ever happen, especially during an election year, is the governor. But that also has to go through the attorney general first. They have to do all their studies. They have to do all that they do before they take it to the governor. Chances of that and what we've heard is probably not going to happen because of everything in an election year too that's going on.
Is that
Is that
seat up
term-
in, yeah, is it, yeah.
Go
Is that
ahead.
Seat up in November?
Pardon?
Is that seat up in November?
No, we're a 4-year term.
Okay.
So a recall would
In-
have
in
to
year
happen.
one? Are
Pardon?
you in year 1?
We're in we're starting year 2. So he
Yeah.
would have to resign for that to become open. They can do a recall. I think the next recall you can do is in the November. There's only 2 months out of a year you can do a recall. Could go on the November ballot if they get all the petitions and do everything.
Who would have to cycle the AG?
I don't know that.
You know that yet?
I do not know that. We have not heard anything. We have heard that there is work being done on the Democrat Party to find somebody to file. That's what we've heard. Please, I know it's recorded and everybody wants to take words out of context, but that's what we've been told.
Somewhat uncharted territory.
Yeah. At this point, I will tell you, the rest of us commissioners are like, that is not a circus we're involved in. That is something we can't control. We have to stay focused on the goals that we have to accomplish as the few of us that are left.
They
And-
did request that,
We did, yes, several times.
and all administrative responsibilities have been stripped, so.
No committees and no administrative responsibilities. Correct. Yep.
No, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank
You
you
bet.
for keeping us.
Anybody else? Comments? Audience? Zoom? Nothing? Okay. I would entertain a motion then, or excuse me, board, do you have individual
Nothing.
announcements? We're going through that about the third time tonight. so.
No, thank
Well, okay, I guess I made an assumption. I would entertain a motion to adjourn this regular meeting at 8:05. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Look Squires,
Second.
support Treasurer Anderson. Any further discussion? Hearing none, hearing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed the same, that motion carries. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.